All right, welcome everyone to the Daily High. I just got a word from Matt McGregor. He will not be making it because this was a last minute stream. I am at the airport. I am headed to Roatan, Honduras. How's the audio? How is the video? This is only going to be a 10-minute stream, and you are going to have to listen to announcements.
Attention to train lounge guests. If you're traveling out of the far gates, you need to take the SkyTrain. Leave the liner sides 20 to 25 minutes prior to boarding to start your way to guarantee an on-time departure. Please be aware that the flight boards only display departure, not boarding time. Once again, our flight boards do not display boarding times, only departure times. We thank you for your cooperation and safe travels.
Yeah, I'm at the lounge. I'm at Miami Airport, heading to Roatan. We got Alphanumerics is watching. There he is. I got about 5-7 minutes. Let's review. The monthly chart is on a very bearish candle, but we have half a month to go, and it's not very interesting at the moment. The weekly chart, according to the MRI, we have lots of downside. And also, we have no support in this area whatsoever. I gotta wait for another announcement because they just don't shut up.
Constance Bethel, please approach the member services desk. Your assistance has arrived.
Okay. And we are back. The only chart that matters right now is the daily chart and the short-term chart. As I stated in yesterday's video, this is the only reason why I'm doing the video today. In yesterday's video, I made it very, very clear that the buy zone is between 89,500 and 91,500. And look where we are. We made it right into that zone. We went as low as 89,300, and that is the dip. This was my buy zone that I mentioned yesterday. I would have loved to do this tomorrow on the MRI buy. I am still in my silver short trade. I think the silver short trade is a less risky trade than going long Bitcoin. So I'm going to stay with the short on silver. But there is a Bitcoin long trade on the table. There's also a daily green diamond, even though we are looking for a 3-day green diamond, according to Matt's Alphanumerics. Right now, we have started a move up, and I think we will make it to this moving average and this middle of the trend, but it doesn't mean that the downside is over. You can see that we have fallen out of the horizontal channel, which is a concern. We have an MRI buy indication coming up. Anyone that bought Bitcoin in the 89.5 to 91.5 zone is sitting in a very, very nice trade now that we are back to 93,000. Short-term chart, we are having a very good hour, and I can only assume the S&P is rising. The S&P is not rising. That was a rough assumption. Very interesting. So Bitcoin is rallying on its own against the S&P. I cannot see that lasting for a long time. Enjoy the bullish trade. But if the S&P is going to break the MRI support line and the prior lows, I can't see Bitcoin going back to new all-time highs in that environment. We're going to talk about what's going to happen on March 18th as we get closer to that day. Nothing to say on these charts. Bitcoin dominance reached an MRI top, a little bit of a pullback, and then the rally should begin. Silver and gold, as you guys know, I am pretty damn bearish on silver and gold. Not sure where my silver chart went. There it is. I think silver is going to go back into the 30s, and that's the trade that I'm in. And that is it. I think S&P has a chance to bounce off the moving average. That's a good sign. But if it doesn't, I don't expect Bitcoin to have any new highs. All right, guys, that was a very, very short stream. I am going to head over to my gate in a bit. Thank you all for watching. I am heading to Roatan. If anyone wants to meet up with me on my travels, you will find me in Mexico for the Mayan Bitcoin conference. Click on my calendar, click on this link, and after that, I will do a day of diving, and then we're going to do a health and wellness weekend retreat. More info on that probably this week. Bye, guys.